Welcome to Auntie Jess and Tarot. Hello, Taurus. Welcome in. Let's get right to your read. Okay, I want to incorporate now the runes again. And I did pull one for you. It's called Perthro. Perthro. Take a peek at that. It's like a little table with some legs on its side. And it talks about hidden secrets, truths, Perthro, change, hidden information, truths, and secrets. Let's get into this. Let's grab some oracles first. Intriguing. Intriguing, Taurus, as your reads usually are. Here we go. Messages for tonight. Okay. Let's take a couple here. These two are talking about cycles of life. So milestones can only show a little bit of this card, and growth. And this is talking about how everything happens in divine timing. You know, you grow at the right time, at the right pace, and just really don't worry about it. Cycles of life. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Life ebbs and flows. That's the energy of this card. Remember, our Perthro is talking about change. Yeah, so that would fit. Hidden information, though, we need to get to. Truths and secrets we need to get to. Okay. Get into the tarot. Messages for our Taurus. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Three of Swords is out here, the Magician and the Page of Cups. I'm seeing a couple different things here. Let's keep going. Someone around you or you feel like you've hit rock bottom. There's a lot of emotion here. But I also see a lot of light energy, happy, breezy energy too. Four of Pentacles. Some sort of foundation is rocked, or some sort of foundation is... Here's the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you are easy breezy. Hey, let's try new things. Let's get out there. Life is for living energy for sure. And as you go out with that attitude, out into the world with that attitude, a lot of things are coming towards you. It just feels like really great energy, like being a siren for people. Yeah, a lot of celebrations, a lot of people around you, a lot of opportunity to go out. It's very social, I'm seeing. Sideways. Page of Wands. And then you have someone who's really worried about hanging on to something, a foundation. You know, they kind of go in and out of being happy and satisfied and then not. Kind of with you on this is a new adventure and then pulling back and being sad about it. I think this is energy that's confusing for you. Eight of Cups. Yeah, that's confusing to you if they're all in, or even if they're in a little bit and not at times. Certainly confusing if you're a couple with this person. What's the Three of Swords here, Spirit? I'm getting somebody's upset that you want to go out and do other things and not just hang with them. Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. Yeah, you want to do new things. You want to have new adventures. That's what's making you happy right now. That's part of your growth. You're growing at, there's two of you growing at different stages here. That's the change. That's the hidden information. Maybe you haven't talked about it. I don't think it's a secret, but it is a truth. Two of Swords out here. Growth happening at just the right time, and somebody's saying, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for you to grow like that. This could be also a mother-daughter situation or a parent-child situation. But I'm getting for most of you, it's like a couple scenario, maybe a marriage, and somebody, it's not like you're outgrowing each other. I haven't seen that yet, but I have seen just someone is wanting to go out and do more things, and another one is, the other one is maybe a homebody. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so then now we're getting to the hidden secrets, I think, here. What's the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Is somebody saying, yeah, I'm fine with that, but they're really not? Is that the secret? They're saying it's okay, but then their actions are trying to stop you from doing that. They're not okay with it. They're not okay with the Seven of Pentacles, you investing in yourself and different activities you want to do now. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're seeing this pretty clearly now. That the secret is they're actually not gung-ho for you to do these activities. Get out into life and do something new. They're not okay with it. The Emperor, the Ten of Wands. But I feel like you're saying, I need to do this for myself. There are a lot of things that I have held back on. Yeah, something's happened to you, some sort of milestone activity where you're like, look, now's the time to do this stuff. I'm going to stop holding myself back. Or maybe even in this relationship, you felt like you've held back. And now you no longer want to do that. You really want to step into your power here. And if this is maybe like a parent-child relationship, then the child feels like maybe they've been held back from something that they want to do, or vice versa. A parent is saying, look, you're getting of age now, and now I want to go out and do a lot of these things that I've always had interest in now. Now is the time. Now is the time. I keep hearing that. Now is the time for me to take action. Five of Swords. Yeah, it is definitely causing a conflict here. It's like a power of, it's a struggle for power and wills. What's the cycle of life here? Ups and downs. And somebody's saying, look, we're just in, our relationship ebbs and flows. And this is just we're kind of in a down moment, and somebody else is thinking, no, this is going to be the end of us or something. Someone's taking it pretty hard. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I do sense that there is some sort of maturity level here problem. Now, maybe in a couple scenario, or if this is like a parent-child relationship, I don't see it as trouble so much as just a fact that there is some maturity still, or some issues with regards to maturity. Someone feels like you're cutting them out. I'm hearing from Spirit, maybe it's just a matter of communication. So like in a couple scenario, I'm doing this activity. I'm not out there meeting other people. And the dialogue is, but you are going to meet other people. And what if you're attracted to somebody more outgoing? Then it's like, try and find something you both can do, or try and encourage this other one who wants to be a homebody to do something. Maybe you can do something that's exciting at home, or something that, you can kind of bring them out of their shell slowly, where they're a knight just starting the action, and a king, you're much more comfortable in just going for things. Kind of help them to get more comfortable. it's helping them to realize that they're still important in the mix here for you. And if this is a parent-child relationship, then I feel like the dialogue is more like let them fly if they're children, and if it's a child worried about a parent, then the energy is more like have the dialogue so that they see, now is a time for me to, because you are more independent, try some of these things. And I want to do what you've done, and enjoyed, or the travels that you've had and how you've inspired me, something like that, like some sort of dialogue where the person just doesn't feel like you're dropping them for other more exciting things. 5 of Cups, regardless of the scenario. Yeah, somebody just feels like this isn't going to go well. You're going to find a new side of you and leave me behind, something like that. Yeah. The advice from Spirit is just kind of nip this in the bud before it gets too out of hand. Like maybe you don't know how to have the conversation, but you're still doing the action. So you're taking off. So you're taking off a lot, and then this person is just still sitting in their feelings, okay? But if you start a dialogue, you can kind of nip this, their anxiety in the bud a little bit before it gets out of hand. Because I feel like other arguments are cropping up because of this. And you're thinking, why are we arguing about this? Maybe you're arguing about dinner or, things that don't matter, because you're really nobody's addressing this elephant in the room. 2 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you still see this as soulmate energy. I don't feel like you're trying to get away from them and have a different life in that regard. But I do feel like you want to be more active. 6 of Cups. Yeah, you want lots of choices. Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands in the reverse. And I'm hearing this, the hidden and the secret is you've always wanted to have more going on. Maybe you love this person so much that you held back, but I feel like you've held back for a long time. And now you're saying, look, I've always been outgoing and I've always wanted to be out there, and maybe I've taken a hiatus from this, but this is more me, is to be more active. Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's holding back their feelings on this and from you. And they're rejecting you. Again, it's an energy of they're creating a bigger problem here, or a bigger problem is being created because you're not addressing that you're on different pages in life and how active you want to be, and you're not talking this through about, but you're still important to me. Somebody feels like they're being left out, and they're getting to a point where they're holding back from you emotionally or trying to get back at you. Yeah, so it's just, it's kind of snowballing. It's snowballing, and you're thinking they're going to get used to this and this is going to go away, but I see it actually gets worse. Page of Swords, here's the truth coming out. Yeah, because the Perth row is truths, secrets, hidden information about change. Yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. That is the hidden information maybe you're not aware of, is that this is just going to get worse until you address it. And what you need to address, the advice is, you're still very important to me. It's an activity. It's not a change of pace or a different lifestyle or midlife crisis, or, if it's a child saying to the parent, you're still important to me, but I'm also wanting to have important relationships in my life with friends, something like that. You let this person know who's concerned and feeling left behind that they do still matter to you a great deal in life, and why. Bop, bop, bop. Finish that sentence, but have that dialogue. The Lovers. That could be literal. I do get some sort of vein here where people think you're finding lovers when you're out being active. 2 of Wands. And maybe you are. Maybe you are finding choices, and then they're holding back and trying to get back at you. And the way that this is kind of escalated has caused you to look for others. And really, I think you might circle back around and be wishing you would have just had the dialogue, because, maybe new is exciting right now, but the soulmate energy I see is what you're it'll be what you circle back around to and wished you would have started this kind of conversation where this person felt like they still mattered in your life, even if they weren't as active, or if you encouraged them to do some activities with you. Then you wouldn't have had a need to be aggravated or feel like you're being held back or resentful while they're resentful. And, like I keep saying, it starts to build and escalate and snowball. And maybe you wouldn't have even been attracted to other people out there had it not come to this. Yeah, I see like you guys are very tied together and meant to be. So just have the dialogue. Just have the dialogue. And okay, so I'm hearing some of you are saying, look, I have held back for a long time because this person was so important to me. And now I no longer want to do that. Why can't they give me some slack here and see that, I'm very active and that's the way I want to live my life again? Just say that. Okay, I have said that, it's not getting through to them. Then say, in addition to that, you are still very important to me. I am out there for the activity, something like that. I'm out there because it's my style, and for no other reason. The octopus, use your good intelligence here to speak to this person and get across what you want to say. Mirroring. Here's the mirror. Be more in line with how would you feel if roles were reversed? How would you handle that? Kind of mirror your feelings and their feelings, kind of enmesh them a little bit more, where you're kind of mirroring one another instead of being at odds with one another. At the bottom of the deck, I see the Wheel of Fortune spinning. Yeah, this is you. You've had big change in your life. You've made big change in your life. Something's happened to you here where you have had some spiritual growth, some spiritual intervention. There's something about a need to get out there, get out there, get out there. Something very deeply personal has happened here. And I really do feel like you're not stopping for anybody. But Spirit's saying just take into consideration the one that you're leaving behind when you go and do this kind of lifestyle, because they're just feeling a certain way about it. More messages for our Taurus. Ooh. I think they find a great deal of comfort and strength from this relationship, and that's why they're feeling a little bit rock bottomish when you're not around. And I feel like you're not around more and more and more. And maybe they're saying that too. Performance, I feel like you really want to test yourself these days. Something has happened, deeply spiritual, deeply personal, and you really want to get out there and really live divinely protected. Maybe they're worried for you, but you are divinely protected. Take a closer look. Take a closer look at this. Take a closer look at how they're feeling while you're focusing in on yourself. And I feel like, focus in on yourself. I don't see anything that's telling us otherwise. In fact, I feel like you've been very generous with your time and living a different way that's kind of not natural to you. But take a closer look at how this is making them feel a certain way. No more people pleasing. Oh, how interesting. Focusing on self. I don't see any problem with that here in this read. Hurt feelings, but take a closer look at those hurt feelings. Exactly. Want to be free from the opinions of others? Yeah, that's more of that people pleasing. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're going out into the world and you're doing exactly what is more natural to you. And you're just a very active person, I see. Never too old for a new goal. Great. Yeah. that's something you're running with, and get to the heart of the matter. Absolutely. Get to the heart of the matter with this person. Maybe just saying that. Sometimes when I don't have words that are, more euphemistic, I just say what I'm trying to get at. And it might be something like, let's just get to the heart of the matter. That helps you. What is the heart of the matter for you? And if they can't articulate that or they're not sure, then say things like, I'm just giving you examples of what's helped me. Give me your top 2 concerns. What is the concern here? And if they still can't, say, okay, if I come up with like 5 different things, let me know if I'm getting close. Or, sometimes people need some time to even figure out why things are bugging them. And it could even be something that goes way back for them, like an abandonment issue here. It may not even have anything to do with you, I'm hearing. It could be something about abandonment in their childhood, But if you can get to that where they feel more comfortable, they can recognize these things and work on that shadow side. Or just sometimes speaking it out helps you to realize where you're coming from. And also speaking it out helps you to feel like, oh, somehow when it's internal, it's so big. And when you speak it out and you hear it out in the open, it's not as big. That's not for everybody, but that can be the case. That can happen. So I feel like that's your message here, Taurus. Yeah, you've got some work to do, but it's with your soulmate. It's a soulmate relationship. So it shouldn't feel like work. It should feel like, look, I'm concerned. I'm concerned about you. You are very important to me. So let's make sure you're comfortable with what I'm doing now too. And how do we get there? Then listen. I hear, and then after you listen, this is another, what do I want to say here? This is another technique I use that's been helpful. I hear you say this. I hear you're saying this. Am I on the same page with you? Because a lot of times we can hear stuff and we can be pulling in our own experiences and we hear something totally different, or we conclude something totally different. Make sure you're on the same page is another advice I feel like I'm getting from Spirit, and I'm also being asked to kind of come up with some examples here at the end. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, and definitely something has happened to you here that's very personal, and I'm not being asked to dive into that, which is not a problem, just keep it personal. But it's something where it kind of scared you a little bit, and now you're like, I'm going for it. I'm living life every day. I'm making that a priority. I'm going for it. And it's kind of a when pigs fly type energy. When pigs fly, I'm all about it. Sign me up. I want to take that course. Yeah. So good for you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful in and of itself. Express that to your person. Have them get on board, or have them get on board in a way where they say, that's wonderful for you. I'm really happy. I'm in your corner. You go for it. So they're comfortable with it too. Okay. That's your message, Taurus. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel along with comments and likes and shares and subscribing. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.